Hey fam, my name is Michael and this is The Planet Eye. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. In today's episode, we're going to do part 3 of my amazing and epic B-Day haul. We're going to cover all the imports that I received from Equigenera. So it's going to be really nice. I also want to thank you guys for continuing to support the channel. Without you, obviously there wouldn't be a channel. So I appreciate all of you that have joined over the last few months. Right now we're a little bit over 600, and that is awesome, man. I love it. I want to continue to see the community grow. So if you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe. And if you like this video at the end, please feel free to smash that like button. And as always, comment below. And if you feel so inclined, share. So that being said, let's go ahead and make it do what it do. All right, fam. So this is part 3, and yeah, I'm excited for this. So this first one's up is going to be from Equigenera. It's actually Equigenera Ecuador, and I got it through one of their auctions. So let's go ahead and open this up. I actually have this plant already. I got one from Tropical Plants. I wanted to get another one that was at a decent size, so at least on film it looked big, but it doesn't look that big. It doesn't look that big in person. But let's see. This is a Metallicum seedling. I got a Metallicum from from Tropical Plants, which was a medium. It was listed as medium. Then I got a seedling from Equigenera USA, and that bad boy is small. So I decided to get another one, and this one was pretty nice. So I got this one. I also made sure I got a heat pack. Yeah, it came with a heat pack. Got a heat pack with it to make sure that it can survive the up and down temperatures here. So let's open this up. All right. I'll deal with that later. Okay, it's small. It's actually, when I saw it, I saw it so quickly on the auction that I didn't really tell. But yeah, this is it. Looks pretty nice. Definitely has a lot of leaves. Of 1, 2. This one's dead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So 8 leaves. So you know how we do imports. We're basically gonna let it sit in a little super thrive / water overnight to let it rehydrate itself, and then we're going to pot it up and put it in humidity. We'll put it under high humidity for a couple of weeks just to kind of get it acclimated. But yeah, this is really nice. It looked bigger. It looked bigger on my phone when I was on the Instagram Instagram live auction. But yeah, this is nice. This is really nice. All right, guys. So on to the next one. All right, fam. So for our first unboxing, we have another one. Good pots, good plants, nice pots, and good plants. Nice plants, good pots. Nice, I'll put it down here. There's one that I've done before. Yeah, it's one that I've done before. And one of them is actually a repeat. And another one is new. So both of them are anthuriums, I believe. So, and then there's another one. Both of them are anthuriums, and I believe both of them are hybrids. Yeah, both of them are hybrids. So let's go ahead and get with the unboxing, right? As you guys know, I've really been into anthuriums this year. And Well, it says last year and going into this year. Ethereums and philodendrons. Those are my go-to aeroids. I am branching out. I was actually having a conversation with a friend of mine earlier today about orchids. And as you guys know, I talked about getting some orchids earlier. So I definitely will plan on, there's a couple I have my eye on. I'll probably get in the next couple of months or so. Experiment with them, see how I like them. I know that from everything from other people, from other sources I've read, that it can be a little challenge trying to get them to uh, get them to flower. So, but we'll see. All right, so let's do this first one. Hopefully they have tags on them, because I only see a number. So I can distinguish between each one. I believe they do. I believe that this vendor does give you a tag or some type of indicator of what it is on the box itself, but maybe they do not. Hold on a second. Let me see if I got a. Okay. So I don't have an indication of, but here it is. This one is a Hoffmanii cross. I want to say luxuriance, but I'm not really 100% sure. But yeah, this is a Hoffmanii cross. You get a chance to look at it. I think it's going to be really nice. I like the Hoffmanii. I think in the last video I showed you, I had a Hoffmanii. What's the name? It was like a Panamanian variety, a new Panamanian variety. So yeah, this is this is actually another one. If you've ever seen a Hoffmanii before, you know probably one of the reasons why I like it. And if I can find some pictures, I'll definitely put them up for you. If not, we can visualize, right? So this is the Hoffmanii cross. So this next one, and of course, I'll put the actual name below. I was surprised that they didn't have a label in this one. I thought that they did. Or maybe not, because I remember when I did the last time I did this, it was not. So this one is actually, remember from the last video, the last one I got from them. We actually get it up. Try and get this thing open without damaging anything. This one is actually is a dog block. I want to say Magnificum cross. Dog block is either the Magnificum or the Crystallino. Again, I'll put it up. So I didn't know in advance. Yeah, so this is another dog block hybrid. Similar to, actually the same thing as the one I had before. I believe it's a dog block Magnificum. I'll double check and make sure, but look at this leaf, man. Ooh, geez. And it actually has a new leaf coming out in the center, if you can see that. Yeah, this is nice. This is real nice. All right, guys. So that is what I got from Good Pots, Nice Plants, Nice Plants, Good Pots. That's what it's called. Nice Plants, Good Pot, or Good Plants, Good Pots, Nice Plants. Either way, I'll put it down. You'll know what it is. But these are the two that I got from them. And so, all right, let's go on to the next one. Hey fam. All right, so we have our next unboxing. This is actually from Equigenera USA, and yeah, it just came today, so I'm excited about it. I started opening up, and I realized I didn't have my microphone on, and I was like, I am not doing the micless unboxing again if I can help it. Already started opening up, so let's check and see what do we got here. So this first one, let's finish opening this one, is, okay, so this is the Alocasia Black Stem. Actually, you know, let me move this in front of me. Let's see, okay. All right, so I'm back. So hopefully this is a lot better in terms of just being able to coordinate everything and balance everything out without having to have there's something toppling over. Okay, so this one, the first one is the Alocasia Black Stem. They were having sale again. I think it was like 10-20% off or something like that. And yeah, so decided to pick up a couple of things. I already have a black stem, a more mature one, but I love this Alocasia. It's just so, it's simple but cool to me. Let's see, let's try to get the thing undone. And it's a fairly fast grower. I'm saying, I mean, mine was, the one I had was pretty, it was pretty mature when I got it. It pretty much stayed the same size, but it definitely kept leaves growing, especially during the growing season. So this is nice. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves. This one's basically on its way out. But yeah, so this is the Alocasia Black Stem, similar to the red stem I had. So let's get the next one out. They did a good job packing this stuff up too. I mean, they taped the packages of the plants on the inside so that it wouldn't shit during travel. I was trying to get this thing so it won't be stuck. Let's see. All right, here we go. Okay, this is one of the bigger ones. So let's see what this is. If I list out here, you know, with Equigenera USA, they typically sometimes they label them on the actual pot itself. Sometimes they don't. Like that one wasn't labeled, but this one is. So this is one I found. I saw a more mature one on another YouTuber's channel. I can't remember which ones yet at this point. But I was like, okay. I mean, it was huge, but there was it was probably like, I think she paid like $30 for it as an adult. But this is another Alocasia, and this is called the Alocasia Metalhead. And like I said, I just thought it was a cool. Well, I like the name. I'm not gonna lie about that. Then I like the darkness of the leaves. If you can check it, you can see the leaves are very, very dark, which is awesome. And now that I got the one, I'm like, man, I should have gotten two, and then put them in a pot together. But you know, there's still time, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna have it for a while. This is the beginning of the season, so if I decide to go that route, I can definitely get another one on my next order. But I didn't, since I really didn't. I don't think they had a picture. Do they have a picture of this one? No, they didn't. Well, it is a picture on, but it's not really, doesn't really show a whole lot. It looks better in person. But this is a standard Alocasia. It I think it's gonna be the first time I've ever bought one, so it's gonna be interesting seeing how it grows during the season. Yeah, so this is the Alocasia Metalhead. Almost has the Regal Shield vibe, but definitely is yeah, I'm definitely gonna get another one or two of them at some point. Yeah, this looks nice. All right, now I'm gonna wait till it goes on sale again because it doesn't make sense to do it now. Okay, this one may not stay up because it's because the head is so heavy. Uh, all right. So next, now we have got the allocations out the way. So the next one we have a Anthurium, a Philodendron, and a Monstera. So let's check out and see what this one is. Oh, okay. So this one is the Anthurium, and it's a variation of the Pallidiflorum. Ah, yeah, this looks nice. Wow, they did. It's funny because again, like usually, it just kind of. No, I'll be no. Most of the time when I go to the one and you go out to Equagenera USA, and this may be bigger if I got it from Ecuador, but usually they're kind of disappointingly small in my opinion. But this one is fairly nice. This was nice, nice healthy. Again, the biggest thing that I don't have to worry about when I order within the states is that uh, it's pretty much acclimated. So yeah, I don't have to worry about whether or not it's going to die or not. I hate doing this, but I want to get this off now versus later. But this is, I'm sorry, I don't think I said what it is. It is it's a subspecies of the Pallidiflorum. It's called the Guyusa, Guayusa, Guayusa, so Guyusa, or Pallidiflorum Guyusa. And I think it's noted because of the fact that as it matures, it has forms this like bell shaped at the bottom, so it's like really wide and nice. So this is the Ethereum Guyusa, Pallidiflorum Guyusa. And I'm assuming that's probably where it came, the region that it came from. Nice. All right, cool. So that's that one. We got two more to go. So we got 5 in total from here. All right, so this one, okay, this is the Monstera. And it is the Monstera. It's the Monstera Aureopenata CF. Yeah, Aureopenata CF. So, all right. Oh, nice. It's a little wet. But yeah, this is nice, man. This is real nice. I actually was on watching a live earlier today, an auction, and they had I want to say it was the actual Aria Panada, but they may have said CF, and I didn't hear it. But yeah, so this is. I don't believe it fenestrates as it gets much more mature. I have to do some more research on that. I know that's something that they said on there, but I don't know if they would referring to the fact that that's how it is when it's at its current state, or eventually. Well, I thought that at some point all of them will penetrate if it's a monstera, but that's probably not the case. It's probably some of them probably penetrate, some of them probably don't. Okay, so we're going to stop playing with this. I'll get with that later. But this is the Monstera Aria Pinnata. Really healthy. I'm going to probably go ahead and put this on a poll immediately. Yeah, I just have to probably within the next couple of days, just because one is already it's really big, so it needs the support already. But then two, you can tell that it's going to this pot that they currently have it in is not stable enough to maintain it long term. So this is the Aria Pinnata Monstera. Right, so that being said, we have the last one, which is going to be the philodendron. So this one is a pretty common one. I've just never had it before. And I thought that, you know what, and it's kind of always been one of those things I wanted to get. This never, wasn't really high on my list of things to get. But I do like it. I do like the way it looks. And this is the, hold on a second, the philodendron subhastatum green. Here we go. Oh yeah, this is a nice one. This is a nice specimen. So this is the new leaf, from what I can see. And then it has, looks like it already has another leaf that's coming out. And yeah, so this is nice. This is probably another one that I'll probably repot. I may not have to do it as quickly as the other one. But yeah, this is nice. So that does it for this unboxing. Not the normal. I mean, we are going to spray it down. We're still going to isolate them from the other for the rest of my collection, just to do that. But luckily this time we don't have to do any like rehydration or high humidity. Well, no more higher than what they normally are. And I believe all of these pretty much can go in like your regular 40 to 60% humidity. So I'm excited about that. And on to the next one. All right, fam. So this is the final unboxing. Well, actually, it's not going to be an unboxing this time. It's going to be kind of a show and tell. Unfortunately, this has been an interesting week of filming. Unfortunately, when I filmed the first one, there was absolutely no sound. I didn't capture any sound at all. Basically, my mic just didn't. Well, it actually did worse than not work. It just didn't work. I didn't hear anything. Then did it a second time and a third time, and I realized with both of them that basically I was having an issue with my mic, so I had to go get another one. Wound up getting one off of Amazon, and so here we are now. This is for unboxing, or take 4 of my 4th unboxing / show and tell now. So let's go and get started. Okay, so this first one I received, I saw it on an Equigenera auction. And I thought it was definitely different. It kind of leaned into some of the variety of plants that I've been looking for lately, which is bird's nest ferns. I mean, not bird's nest ferns, bird nest type of plants, anthuriums, ferns, philodendrons, what have you. Not the ferns as much, because I'm really trying to get away from that this year. Per my boy Juman from University of Jumanji. Channel. Should definitely check him out. But that being said, so I saw this one and I thought it was awesome. So I went ahead and got this one. So this first one up. Oh, snap. Okay. So this first one is the philodendron cutilifolium. So as you can tell, I don't know if they call this a bird's nest, to be quite honest, but it does have that bird's nest quality to me. Beautiful vein. If you check out the veins on the leaf, it's awesome. I think that it gets to be about between 3 and 6 feet. I can't remember exactly which. You start reading so many profiles, they start to kind of blend together. But this is, as far as care is concerned, typical philodendron care. can survive in regular humidity. Um, Survives in regular humidity, i.e., anywhere from 40 to 60 during the summer, and I think they can even tolerate lower humidity than that in the wintertime. But I'll let you guys know winter 2023. But yeah, so this is the Acutilifolium Philodendron. All right, guys. So the next one I'm going to show you is one I got about 5 of already. They're smaller, of course, but not of course, but I got 5 smaller ones. Most of them medium, and then one seedling size. Um, what can I say about this? It's the Ethereum War Creanum, and it is. I have, when I first saw it, and I saw, yeah, it's difficult. I was like, I'll probably be able to do it. I'm good. I'm good. I'll make it happen. And definitely was a struggle in the beginning. Interesting thing about it is that my first 5, which I've had varying degrees of struggle with, they were all in humidity, high humidity. Normalized temperature was about between 75 and 80. Everything that it was supposed to be in, it did, but it still was going through its own acclimation. So I'm going to actually show you the ones that I have already before I show you my new one, so you can see what I'm talking about. We're going to start with the worst and go to the best. So this first one looks like she lost a fight in the streets, man. As you can tell, this leaf is beyond crispy. I'm just keeping it on to let it, just for solidarity. Hopefully, obviously the stem's still green and the roots are still pretty good. Are still good. Hopefully, yeah, I'm just going to keep on watering it. I'm going to probably put some more sphagnum moss around the collar, and probably create like a little extension to this pot to do it that way, so they can kind of hold more moisture and hopefully take advantage of some of the advantageous roots and grow something else. So, but this one is definitely on the struggle bus. So this is number 1. All right, guys. So my second one is, she's been a bigger champ than the first one. And the interesting thing is that, yeah, she's my 3 of the ones that are struggling right now are growing a new leaf. So yay for that. But she's definitely been struggling. You can see she only got like half of one leaf left, even if you count the crispy parts. Yeah, but same thing. Again, had her in high humidity, what have you. But they do go through an acclimation period. For those that have never had any issues from the jump, that is awesome. Please leave comments below of what you did, especially if you imported one. How you were able to acclimate it, whatever, because I still got one that's new that I'm going to be acclimating. But yeah, so this is number 2. Okay, so number 3 in my world of queens is this beauty. Not as bad as the first 2. As you see, it's starting to get a little bit better each time. Just like the first one, and I forgot to mention, both of them have new leaves that are coming out, if you see right here. So that's definitely very helpful. And I'm hoping that they continue to, that means that it's starting to settle into my environment, which I'm hoping that between now and the summer and by next fall, it'll really be established, and I don't necessarily have to put it in a tent, because obviously that didn't work for me. So that being said, this is number 1, 2, 3. This is number 3. All right, so number 4. This is my number 4. She too is starting to sprout a new leaf right here. As you can see, she's at least 3/4. She kept at least 3/4 of her leaf length. So that's a positive sign. You can see I've progressively started getting better each time with each lesson. So I learned. But yeah, she's a beauty. I definitely love her veination. Can't wait to see what the new leaves are on all of these, just to kind of have them grow. So this is number 4 with the new leaf. All right, guys, so number 5, before we show the newest one, is my baby. She actually just put out this new leaf right here, which is awesome. This is probably the oldest one. She had a little crisping or what have you. I think the humidity was a little bit too high. And then we have these other 2. She's been doing great. I mean, I do have her in a that terrarium-like environment, and haven't had any issues with her acclimating. She definitely is thirsty, what have you, especially when she was trying to sprout out a new leaf. But yeah, this is number 5, and she's alive and doing well. Okay, guys. So for the one that I got in my haul, my queen that I got in my haul, this is the Anthurium warocqueanum big, as they call it, label it, and she's definitely that. I am loving the way that she looks. It's been about, I got her last Friday, and then I took about, actually had them acclimating in water for about 3 or 4 days before I was able to get to them uh, to get ready to pot them up. Since she's so big, I decided to put them in a pot instead. I couldn't, because when the other pots that I have were not big enough to hold the weight of them all. I still could have put it in an orchid pot or some type of clear pot. But I decided, let me just go ahead and put in what I think she should be in going forward, and we'll just monitor the growth by what we see up top. She does have another leaf that is forming right here, which is awesome. And right now she has five leaves. Well, four leaves, one coming. This one is probably the smaller one is probably going to go, but that's okay. It's because it looks like it's the oldest leaf of the bunch. But yeah, so this is my warocqueanum queen, Anthurium warocqueanum big, and she's definitely that. All right, guys. So the next one on my list is actually one that I got from. I already have a seedling, a very small seedling from bar top plant. So I decided to grab another one from Ecuagenera. I saw this beauty I saw this beauty during the auction, and I was like, yes, I gotta have her. So I did. I wound up getting it. I put a bid in. I wound up getting it. And there she is. She is the Anthurium Anthurium recavum. Very beautiful specimen. Love the way she has some great good characteristics. Looks like she has one maybe coming out. Yeah, one that's starting to come out here, and then she has this one that just came out, but that's coming out, but it's probably going to be malformed a little bit, but that's okay. She's still a beauty. What do you guys think? This is the Anthurium recavum. I know that they get a little bit big, but a lot of ones I've gotten so far have been big, so it's going to be interesting again over the next 2 to 3 years as they kind of grow out. All right, so let's go and move on to the next one. All right, guys. So and the next one is another member of the royal court. I couldn't just stop with one. So this one is the Queen warocqueanum Esmeralda, and man, do I love her, man. She is beautiful. And you look at the darkness of these veins; it's just awesome. And then, as you can see the leaves, I decided to go big because, like I said, I have, as you've seen from the other ones, I have smaller ones, and they just, some of them bounced back, some of them died, but I wanted to make sure I had some that, if I felt that maybe if I get them bigger, basically this is an experiment. If I got them bigger, maybe they will have a better chance of bouncing back or not going through a lot of acclimation. I know it really depends on the plant, but that was my theory. That was my working theory at the time. So similar to this one, it does have a inflorescence forming right here. You guys can see that. And I want to say she has something going on here. I think it's another inflorescence, but it may be another leaf. I can't tell for sure, but yeah, she's a beauty, man. I love the darkness of the leaves, the muted veining. She's a beauty. So this is my Anthurium warocqueanum Esmeralda. All right, kids. So it's time for story time again. This next one up is actually the Anthurium regale. I have a few of these in terms of species, as well as a couple that are hybrids, mixed with like the Nigrillanum Gigi and some other one. I think another one, I think is mixed with Crystallinum. But anyway, so I got a small one. That one's doing great. it kind of went through its acclimation period, had a couple of leaves, those leaves fell off, new ones started to sprout out. Then I had another one that was like medium, and it's beautiful. And had it for about like 2, 3 months, or maybe 4 months. Fine, acclimated well. I didn't had her in a relatively decent humidity, what have you. And I told myself, I was like, let me go ahead and put her in more humidity, because I know a lot of people say increase the humidity, make sure she has bright and direct light and she'll be good. So I put her in that environment, and this will happen. So over the past like month, maybe month and a half, 4 to 6 weeks, she has just slowly dried up. And it wasn't a watering thing, because I was watering her at least once a week, if not more. I have a little moisture meter thing that I put in to make sure to see where they are. And she's thirsty, so I made sure I watered her accordingly. And right now, I mean, she's had this leaf for a while, I'm assuming, even before I got her. But I don't know how these things grow. I mean, I would assume that another leaf will pop out when the old one is starting to die. But I don't see any signs of growth life outside of the green and the chunk or what have you. So I'm going to continue to water it, continue to do what have you. If you guys have any suggestions, and then this is now going into being a rehab, I got some stratum. I was thinking about putting it in stratum, to see, cutting it off, putting the chunk in stratum, and dousing it in more humidity to see if that works, to kind of promote the development of another leaf or two. But yeah, so if you guys have any suggestions, please put it in the comments below. So my next one is the baby. She's a regale, small group regale. She was doing well for a while, and then she started going through a period of dropping all her leaves, and now she's bouncing back with this leaf. And so I am ecstatic about it. I'm going to put some sphagnum moss, kind of put a little collar around it to kind of promote that moisture around the chunk. So that'll probably be something I do this weekend. But yeah, she's beauty, man. Look at how those leaves are. I mean, look at the leaf, the veination in the leaf on that one. It's like kind of like a mid green off of green. So yeah, this is my better regale. So that being said, I decided that, again, this is kind of like, I guess the theme of this haul was go big. So I did go big with this one. This one is my new baby, my new regale. She is beautiful. And I think she has another one she has another one that's coming up right here. You can check out the leaves. And then the new growth that's going right here. That's going to be coming out at some point over the next month. And then this one. So I'm hoping that all goes well. I'm going to continue to monitor the moisture and make sure she's good, because I want this bad boy to survive and get big. I want to have all of my regales kind of have those big, humongous leaves, and have that to be in the background of whatever plant display I put together at that point in time. But yeah, so this is my Anthurium regale. All right, guys. So next on my list is going to be my Anthurium pallidiflorum. I have two of them already. One of them is a little smaller than this one. The other one is a bigger one. It's probably going to be one of my favorites list for this month, because I love the way she looks. Very smooth leaves, what have you. This one's leaves are a little crumpled up. It looked like, just kind of went through something going through shipping. But it's okay. It's actually, a lot of these are still going well. It actually has I can see signs of some new growth. This one is probably going to be gone at some point because it's shipping damage. But I don't want to do it now, because, again, while it's still acclimating, I want to give it whatever nutrients, whatever water, whatever environment we need to do to make this baby be successful. We're going to do that. One great thing about the pallidiflorum is that, at least one of my biggest, both of my two prior ones, no problems with acclimation, no problems with whatever humidity that I had. Pretty much, it dealt with it, but between 40 and 60 or what have you. So it didn't really no real problems. It's very low maintenance, just like the Anthurium luxurians is for me. But yeah, so this is the pallidiflorum that I got. All right, guys. So the next one on my list is It's funny. The funny thing about her is that there was another auction. I saw her variety, and I didn't get the bid. So that being said, I was like, let me go ahead. And I thought about it. I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and order it offline. And I inquired with customer service, like a generic customer service, if they could give me one that was similar in size to the one that was in the auction. What they gave me was nice. It was not similar in size. And actually, it's funny because the picture that they showed me, I'm going to try and put it up here. The picture that they showed me, I swear to you, I don't think that was, I don't, I think that one was much bigger than the one I got, but it is what it is. I still like it. This one is the Anthurium reflexonervium. This one, when it becomes big, is going to be really big. At least I think about between 5 and 6 feet. Bird's nest Anthurium, which is one of the ones I like. I like the corrugation of the leaves. I have a couple of other Anthurium bird's nests, the Moody, and I have the Superbum, as well as a Hookery, but they're all like babies. And what I've realized over the last year, at least from the time I got them, which was probably like in the late summer, early fall, is that they are slow growers, and I want something a little bit more substantive. The couple of the ones I already have, I think the Moody is struggling. The Superbum is struggling for me. I think it's kind of bouncing back, but not really. The Hookery's doing okay, but I want to go and get some bigger ones so that they can be established, get past that seedling stage. So this is the Anthurium reflexonervium. Check out those, the bumpiness, the corrugation of the leaves is just beautiful, man. It does have a little paling because of the importing, but I think she's gonna be all right. All right, so on to the next one. All right, guys. So the next one, again, we're returning back to the court, and this one is the Anthurium veitchii narrow. This will make my third narrow. I have a veitchii type, but it's losing. It's on its last leaf, but it's still doing what it needs to do. So I'm surprised that no new leaves have come out of it yet. But I've had that, and that was actually one of the first ones I got. But if it is what it is, and I have another one that a veitchii type that's at a stump. It's a stump right now, but so I'm trying to. Hopefully, this one will do well. I may try and get another veitchii type. I do like the wide broadness of it, but I love these. I might just go ahead and just forget the veitchii type and just focus on what I got. I mean, obviously, if the one that I have begins thriving again, we'll make that happen. But if not, I will just be satisfied with my narrows. This one's beautiful. And that's all I can say about it. It's beautiful. This is about to go, but so yeah. But this one is the Anthurium veitchii narrow. All right, so let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, so we're down to our final two. Whew. So we had 10 in total. 10 in total for this batch, and probably 18 overall for the entire video. Yes. So yeah, I think that I'm ending this with a bang. So guys, let me know in the comments what you think. This next one is another one that I already have. I decided to get another one because I love it. Is the Patriciae, the Anthurium Patriciae. She is beautiful. She is stunning. She had 6 leaves at first. 3 of them have started fading after the first 3 or 4 days. So like I cut those off earlier today. So she has another one that's coming out right here. So I think that she's definitely going to be. I think she's going to be good. I think she's going to be a stunner. I think some of you guys may have seen my bigger one. I got it big, and it's definitely acclimating well. It's actually about to hit its first new leaf in my care. Looks like it's going to be a little deformed, but that's okay. It's at least as long as it's happening. That's the main thing I'm concerned about. So this is my Patriciae. All right, guys. So now we have our last one, and for the evening or the day or whenever you're watching it, and this is going to be the Anthurium lutheri. As you guys know, I got one before. It was a little bit more juvenile than this one. he needs to be watered a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and water him. But yeah, hopefully, I very first one I got, it died. It died as soon as I took it out the tent. It just did not make it, no matter how much water. And before I realized that it was as thirsty as it was pretty much crispy. So that one went up yonder. Second one I got recently. So far, so good. It's doing pretty good, keeping it up. I usually have to water these about twice a week. So I'm assuming that in the summer slash late summer, and I mean late spring slash summer, it's probably going to be about 2 to 3 times a week, depending. But yeah, she is beauty. She's a beauty, man. This one, this leaf is gone, is about to be gone because I think that it was pretty much damaged from the from transport. But the rest of them look like they're pretty decent. Maybe a couple, one or two yellow ones, but I'm just gonna let them do what they do until it's done. So this is the Anthurium Lutheran. All right, guys. So that was my haul. I want to thank you guys for coming along on this ride with me. I really wanted to do something different this year, so I decided to go big on the plants. Loving each and every one of them. Definitely going to have my hands full in terms of care over the next few months. If you haven't already, please smash the like button. And if you feel so inclined, subscribe and press all notifications so you'll know each and every time I I uh, I put up post a video. Again, thank you guys for all your support, and I look forward to continuing this plant journey with you guys. Until the next time, happy planting.